All right. Hello, everybody. It's my third try to make the video for the astrogravitational report. Had some technologies issues for it, but welcome back. Welcome back up here. We're back online. Everything's good. Everything's great. But talking about the energies. Huh, hmm, yeah. You guys know what I'm talking about. But there is a lot of interesting things going to be happening tomorrow. The moon is going to be joined Pluto, and that is going to be also a first quarter moon. That means that the balance of the moon and the sun, when they come together there, uh, they wanted that perfect balance. But what does it takes to have the perfect balance? What does it takes that perfect love? What does it takes this love? The imperfections of love creates the perfections itself. So now through this first quarter moon, there's gonna be it's gonna be shows up what needs to be transformed, and that transformation is very powerful because Pluto is actually squaring the both the past and the future destiny, and it squares the knots of what has been. Look at it in the past, but look at it in the future. What can you change so not can repeat this? Very powerful moment to this, and to recognize the people here. CF, Richard, brother, thank you for coming in. Journey 555, thank you for coming in. So now, guys, I'm gonna let you up here so we can watch the video and the report. And after the report, if you guys have some any questions, I will be able to answer it for you. But so happy you guys are here. All right, so let's look at it. What's going on in the sky? 7 o'clock. That is going to be pretty much the time of the sun is rising, and that squaring with Pluto, and is going to be intensified because midheaven is at 28 degrees Alpha Cancer. That is going to be what's going on with the family situations, the family issue. It's going to be dealing with family issue early in the morning. But since the sun, it's moving through the last degrees of Libra, that divine energies of Uranus, there's like a sudden changes that are coming in, sudden situations that are coming in. But also that deep transformations right now, it is about you. Have you been deeply transformed? If not, Mars, there is a Scorpio, is going to tell you dive within the shadow, dive in there. You're going to feel in it those energies so powerful, and probably like a little bit after the midday when the moon actually is going to be joining Pluto later on in the afternoon. You're going to feeling that increase of pressures between your intuitions and the authority within you. What does it take to break limitations? So at 8 o'clock, the focus of the energy, as in the past few days, has been it is Mars. Mars right now it is opposing Jupiter, but Jupiter is trining Venus, a Venus sextile in Mars. What does that tell you? That tells you that when the feminine and the masculine energies they grow together in the spiritual realm, that things in the material thing in the material world, it's gonna be growing itself. But since that Jupiter is retrograde, not a direct motions, it is about learning, gathering informations, getting the things going, redo things, go back into the planning, go back into reconstructions, go back into do the things, but don't do a premature constructions in there because Saturn says like you're not ready, not yet. Wait for it. Things are coming. Things will line up. Be patient. Move on within a journey. Clean anything that could be prevent you to have that beautiful happiness. And the moon, since it's coming together with Pluto, this is gonna be a really dive, deep dive. So at 9 o'clock, midheaven is going to be at 28 degrees of Leo. That is going to be opposing Saturn in there. Venus, it's gonna be stop having that oppositions with Saturn. Venus is feels free. It's finally like, oh my God, I finally get it. I'm free. I'm dorking it. I'm gonna be helping with all this. She's on a beautiful time with Pluto. That means the transformations are going on within the love in there. Mars pretty soon is also going to be start moving also ahead. But we are talking about this. Mercury is the sun moving into Scorpio. You're going to feel this energy is like some pressure that it comes in like, okay, like it or not, I have to go to the rabbit hole. Or like it or not, I have to follow in the rabbit. Or like it or not, I'm going in so I can see what I'm going to be coming out of this storm. So yes, the storm is coming. That's going to be the storm. Same thing as the last year. We talk about Scorpio, Taurus situations. And if you have anything on Leo, Aquarius situations, you're going to feel it. But this year, what it's very good, it is about that Venus right now, since she transiting through Virgo, there's going to be a lot of healing of love, a lot. Use guys down. It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful energy. In the next few days, you're going to feel this energy. Even though there is a lot of intensity, you're going to be keep going forward. Despite everything else, you're going to be moving forward. You're going to be going through this tough periods. So at 11 o'clock, midheaven, it's the first degrees of Libra. That is going to be your relationship or contracts. Anything that was stagnant, anything that you don't see, these things is going to be coming in because of midheaven is going to tell you, okay, you transformed, it's all good, it's universe approved, you have a green light. The green light is going to be coming in between the divine energies, between midheaven and Saturn. Okay, he's like, okay, you learn your lessons, you're ready to move forward. Are you ready? You're going to feel and hear these messages. Are you ready? So at 12 o'clock, which is noon, guys, midheaven is going to be still in Libra. There's going to be the square of the moon because the moon is in Capricorn. You're going to see the things that comes in towards you. But the sudden changes that are coming in from Uranus, that's going to be a very powerful intuitions. And listen to your intuitions from within, because your intuition is going to be clashing with your authority. But your authority should be going and clashing with your intuitions for what? You to see the right path. You can't just look at it the one way. And learn the power of love, the power of the corporations, despite the issues, despite the problems, because they're not problems, they're not issues, they are challenges, so you can evolve. So, looking at it, trying to see this, uh, uh, yeah, I guess the internet going too slow for me up here. I have to make some adjustments of the script. And was it 1 o'clock in the morning? And I don't know what is that going on, but it is what it is. So yeah, here is the 1 o'clock, the same thing like yesterday, but this time the moon is going to be very active. You're going to be looking at the energies in there that the moon is going to be like, don't go that route. Don't go, don't act like this. Don't talk like this. Don't be like this. There is something inside of you that you're going to be doing a self sabotage at that point. Because the Sun, Mercury, Midheaven, and Mars, they're all opposing Jupiter. This is a crucial times that you have to dive more deep. You have to look at it to limitations and overcome your personal limitations in there. Not you to go ahead and act on the base of the old patterns, old paradigms, old understanding. You're here to create the new. You are here for this. So, talking about later on at 2 o'clock energies, midheaven is going to be at Scorpio. Is going to give us a preview of how that may looks like. Also, in the rising energies, you're going to begin to see during this 2 o'clock energy the moon and Pluto energy that comes in towards you. You're going to see it, but you're going to be dealing later on. We're talking about like 8 o'clock in the afternoon, but it's going to come rising in the front of your eyes. Don't be a jumpy. Don't be a this person that's, oh my God, I saw this. I'm going crazy. I'm going nuts. And I have to do this and this. Wait. Wait few hours to understand these beautiful energies because the moon and Pluto, they're in a beautiful trine with the universe. But the universe, it is opposing midheaven and Scorpio. You have that heal the shadow. If you watched the yesterday's report talking about this shadow right here that has been doing at all those energies. Have you done your clearing? So talking about it, 3 o'clock, the ascendant goes into Aquarius, and like yesterday, we have this divine energies towards Venus. Venus is in a very beautiful, powerful situation. She assisting the masculine energies to be better, and with those energies there, the way the Venus it is actually trining Jupiter is the same way Mars is trining Saturn and coming in together within all this, they're actually learning the process of what the spiritual growth is. Because the spirituality comes in first, then is the philosophy, then is the psychology, and then you materializing everything the best new way. So at 4 o'clock, midheaven goes into a 17 degrees of Sag, there's going to be squaring Venus. So that's going to be like, are you really doing this? Are you really, this is what's going to happen? Determinate this part within you is like, and I'm doubting or I'm kidding myself or so on and so on. You know, everyone has doubts. You need to understand that the doubts killed more dreams and built more evolutions than anything else. So don't doubt yourself. You have the great powers because this energy is there just for short amount of time. But the trigger is gonna be present. So at 5 o'clock midheaven, it's at 1 degrees of Capricorn. In a way, this energy is very beautiful. There it's gonna be just for a little bit. It's gonna be square from Lilith, but be mindful about this upcoming energies of the moon and Pluto that's going to be squaring the sun and Mercury as a Mercury prepares to entering what? To entering Scorpio. You guys know that Mercury and Scorpio usually that is the things that you take in a lot of personally, but also you may have a tongue that you talking things out of anger and then you feel sorry about yourself. So be mindful about what you thinking inside of you. So later on at 6 p.m. Midheaven is at 15 degrees of um, Capricorn. That's going to be trining Jupiter and Uranus, that it's this beautiful trine within the earth sign. Everything is good, everything is great, but very the top of the horizon, that is going to be the moon and Pluto. You are feeling the transformations that are coming. You're feeling the storm. So here is at 7 o'clock, you are going to feel the storm because that moment, that is the inner work, that is it, the energies that are coming, but the rising energies are telling you, hold on, Papa, hold on over there. We have a very beautiful set for you. And what is the set that's coming? The set that's coming because Jupiter ascendant and Uranus, they are all trining the moon and Pluto. Transformations under the intuitions. When you have all the pieces of information, all the pieces of things that you need to do. You are going to make the right decisions. That's the cooperations between the sun and the moon. But you need to understand, if there is no conflict, there is no understanding. What needs to be evolved through the conflict, because the conflict, it is the path of expanding, maturing, getting better. Because if everything is good and everything is fine, you won't be grow. Nothing grows in the comfort zone. So talking about 8 o'clock, midheaven is at 14 degrees. There is the divine energies of, we're talking about with Venus. Is going to be remind you about the divine of this point. Ascendant is at 8 degrees of Gemini. There's going to be divine energies with Mars. So the divine is here in this playground. It's coming in to tell you, okay, what you're going to do. You're going to choose the old way, the old patterns, the old situations, the old things inside of you. Are you going to change? Are you going to be transformed? Powerful moments, guys. And at 9 o'clock, midheaven is together with Saturn. Beautiful, beautiful powers from Saturn. He's just teaching it, and teaching it. And he is having a blast. He's helping Mars, he's helping Mercury, and he's helping the Sun. Your authority, your communications to become your actions, you to get yourself prepared for the storm. When you're a warrior and you know the war is coming, which is we're talking about the archetype of Mars and Scorpio, that is it, the warrior. What he does? Prepare everything for the fight. Prepare to make sure he knows warnings, he knows protections. In the worst case scenario, what he needs to be do. If he needs a hideout, he needs everything, what it needs to be done properly. Now you're learning this process. You preparing yourself. The better you prepare yourself for the storm, the better you are going to be coming out after the storm. And at 10 o'clock, midheaven is at 15 degrees on Pisces on these positions. Ascendant is at Cancer. There's going to be those balance energies. There's going to be these purifications in there. Midheaven, though, it's going to be opposing Venus. So for a little bit, you may going to feel like you're falling off of love, or the love it's in a way, and so on. You need to understand, when you go through the battles, the internal battles within you, your love is always there with you. But sometimes when you dive deep within, you forget about this. And this is going to be kind of like a reminder. What are you doing within you? Are you carrying the love within you that helps you to have this beauty within? And we're talking about at 11 o'clock, midheaven. It's going to be at 1 degrees of Aries, divine energies towards the sun. And Mercury. Mercury is about in the verge of crossing into Scorpio, and overnight, actually, I believe within the next hour, which is that's gonna be a little bit after midnight. In this, I'm talking about like 2, 3 o'clock. Yes, so basically 3 o'clock in the morning, Mercury is gonna be entering Scorpio. You're gonna be wake up with little different energies within you. Little talk. Be mindful about agitations, aggravations, and so on and so on. You're gonna be tested on your masculine powers. Are you still have something within your shadow, something that prevents you with this? And who's gonna be the trigger? The moon that entering Aquarius at the same time. So that's what it was, the astro gravitational report, guys. If you have some any questions right now, you may ask. If not, we're going to be closing these sessions and come back tomorrow for another astro gravitational report. Hopefully, that report helps you in your life. Okay, guys, that's all I have for you. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. And let me give you some love. Thank you, Petra. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. CF, brother. Be love, guys. And I'll see you tomorrow. Journey, giving you a big hug as well.